what we do in mathematics class today is to, or maybe in the subsequent classes, or what is that you are supposed to know to cross the bridge. The picture you remember, right? The bridge to cross to get into MBA. You have to know about number system. It's very simple. All of you know this. Functions and graphs, permutations, combinations, maybe circular combinations, circular permutations. Why this is given? Because you can look at it, and then when you look at 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th and 12th mathematics or your graduation basic mathematics, go and search anywhere you want. Get all these explained yourself, study well. Because 6th class is not good enough. If you don't study this, you will have problem when the real syllabus comes. And probably you get good marks by braining. I use the word by braining, not by hearting. Heart is very important. You should have passion. Then you will learn. Learn by heart. Don't learn by heart. When you do that, you can pass examination. Passing examination is different. That's why many people pass examination, but they don't become professionals. Right? Limits and differences. Learn all this. Differentiation. When you learn differentiation, automatically integration comes there. You must have done this in your earlier classes in the schools and higher secondary classes and all that. Data, meaning and types of data, collection of data, tabulation. I am just cutting and pasting what is given to me by the university. Yeah? And presentation of data, that means table, pie diagram, Venn diagram, curves, etc. The measure of central tendency and dispersion, normal distribution. Look for normal distribution. Actually, here this has to be explained by saying I must look at normal distribution. Okay, because everything starts with the normal distribution. Then from there, skewness, central tendency, how much it is close to center, how much it is dispersed, flattened curve. So you have got a bell-shaped curve, that's called a normal curve. How far the frequency is dampened, that picture. Do you want me to draw that something? Yeah. Normal distribution always will have an x-axis like this, a beautiful curve. I cannot draw better than this. Yeah. And now assume that this becomes like this. This is the median, mean, mode, everything will be here in the center. And here it will have skewness, kurtosis and all that will come. Measure of central tendency, that's what we do. And introduction to probability, basic concepts, addition, multiplication, the tossing a coin, maybe cards, dice throwing, such examples. Learn all that basics. Introduction to probability distribution, normal distribution, binomial, Poisson distribution, and then sampling. The meaning of the sample. How do you call something as a sample? How much population you have to add to that? Population, not the human number. Even the number of years, number of business, number of places, all that together is called the population. So count. How do you select the sample? What is a good sample? What is a bad sample? What are the methods for selecting? Correlation and regression analysis. How is it related? One sample to another sample, how is the regression happens and all that. This is the timetable anyway, you know. I am DrTPS. Don't forget my name. The other day somebody was asking, oh, you who taught you this? You don't remember. Sentence, who taught? I also taught a sentence. Bachelor of Business Studies. Yeah, I think BBS. I taught sometime. Sentence. OU, yeah, I had a lot of relationship with OU. When you are in Hyderabad, 35 years, I'm sure as an academician you should involve in many things. The real numbers, rational, irrational number, integer, non-integer, negatives, positives, integer, whole number, 0 and positive. Okay, let me ask you one thing. Do you know the number pi? Heard this number pi? My dear children, do you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What is the value of pi?
3.14.
3.14.
Anybody who want to say different or it is the same?
22 by 7.
22 by 7, sir.
22 by 7.
22 by
7.
all of you agree?
Yes, sir.
I will give you
Yes.
0 mark. Being a mathematician, I cannot agree pi is equal to 22 by 7. Anybody can justify my answer and prove that others' answer is wrong? This is what you learned, right? Pi is 22 by 7. Huh?
It's the long decimal number.
Long decimal number. Who is that? Bharat. Bharat, can you hold your ear and then twist it well? Well, like the masters will do when you do mistakes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Otherwise, beat your head. Hey, Buddhus. Anybody? 22 by 7 is that only, no, Bharat? The long decimal, because it will not end, it will continue for long. That is why the number 22 by 7 is given. It will keep on repeating. That's what you wanted to tell, right?
Yes, sir.
And somebody terminated or truncated with the 2 decimals. That's what you did, right? You know why am I asking this question? When I am giving you showing real number here and then give you rational number. What is the definition of rational number, my children? When you don't answer, I will call you children. When you answer, I will tell you good person. Yeah. What is the definition of rational number?
Non-integers.
Definition of rational number. There is a definition for that. You are giving examples.
It can be expressed in the form of P by Q. P by Q.
Lahari, very good. So this can be expressed in the P by Q. So 22 by 7 is rational or irrational?
Rational.
Yeah. Rational, right? Yeah. What is pi? Pi is rational or irrational? Pi is a rational number or irrational number?
Rational
Pi
number.
is irrational. Irrational.
Now you have to fight yourself and then decide. You tell me one answer altogether. Let us agree on something.
Rational number.
Eh? It is not rational. That is one of the best example which people will talk about. Pi is an irrational number. Pi is a
Irrational number.
irrational number. Who invented pi? Do you know? Madhavacharya, who is from Kerala, central Kerala, the place called Iringalakuda. That is where my wife is from. The pi is invented by Madhavacharya. You must know all this better. When you go somewhere and then somebody asks you this question, you cannot tell I don't know. Yeah. So pi is that's why I written here. Pi is what? An irrational number. I could have written pi is equal to 22 by 7 here itself. I did not write. I wrote it here because I am going to say that it is an irrational number. So one of the examples of irrational number. So pi is not to be written as p by q. That's a basic definition. Correct or not? Which cannot be written as p by q is called a irrational number. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So how can you say pi is p by q? Pi is close to p by q. And somebody will say 3.14. What is 3.14? 314 divided by 100. Any integer which is also irrational, any fraction integer which is written on the form p and q are integers. You write any number which is in the form of p by q is called rational. So 314 divided by 100 become 3.14. So that's also rational. So pi is not, what is the value of pi now? Okay, what is the value of 1? What is the value of 1? Is it 0.99999 or 1?
It's 1, sir.
Yeah, so what is the value of pi? Just now we said it is an irrational number. So what is pi? Pi is a number. So what is the value of pi? Value of pi is pi. Pi is a number. What is the value of 3? 3. What is the value of pi? Pi. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Now we got it.
I'm not a normal mathematics teacher and you are not a normal mathematics students. We are in the master's level, my dear. Whatever you learned in the 8th class is not applicable here. That is close to 3.14 because we cannot operate with pi. 2 pi r is the circumference of a circle. How to get pi? You cannot measure it and divide. 2 pi r, correct? And you measure it. You got some measurement. Then divide by 2r. Then you will get pi. But you cannot divide because pi is a irrational number. I am sure this you will never forget in your life, right? Are you going to take this to younger people around you and then make fun of them? Do it. That's how maths is to be learned. Okay. So I am telling you, why am I telling you? Don't read just like that. Read between lines. Ask questions. Logic, presence of mind. That's most essential for you to grow in this world. Okay. So we have mathematics, statistics, quantitative methods, calculus, algebra, geometry, functional maths, all softwares which uses a lot of mathematics. Statistics, descriptive statistics, probability theory, inference statistics, multivariate statistics, quantitative methods, operation research, logics, marketing and accounting, simulation, all these contains a lot of descriptions, right? So descriptive statistics is there, graphical representation, measure of central tendency, measure of spread, all these technical terms, don't worry. Use all these normal knowledge. Look at all that textbook available. +1, +2 statistics is available in some CBSE or ICSE or Google. Take the book. Start solving problems from now onwards. If you don't get anything, 944 74 37 948. Add me in your group. Create a group. I know you are all good in that. Or maybe I will take your number, add you also. Sarojini Devi has something to say. Tell me, dear. Dharmaraju. You are unmuted. That's why I asked you. Dharmaraju. Sarojini Devi, anything to tell? Okay. So you unmuted. That's why I asked you. Okay. So what is that to be done? Understand hypothesis testing. Inferential. You have to infer from this statistics something else. That's what inferential statistics. Other one is descriptive. It will tell you this is how the data behaves. The other one is taking conclusions, analysis result. That's why you will have test on that. Analysis and test will become part of it. In the earlier part, you will not see the word called analysis and testing because this is only description of data. Descriptive statistics. It describes data. Inferential, what happens? You will start testing and analysis. I am only giving you a overall glance. And forecasting. Whenever you have forecasting, definitely time will come into picture. What is next? What is after this? After some time. So all predictive analysis will be your subject of predictive analysis. Business analytics. All that will become part of this. Okay. The decision analysis. How is it going to? So the decision trees will be there. The payoff tables. How is it going to happen after some time? There will be a lot of terminologies which are coming. I added something. This may not be part of this. Yeah, it should not be here. So look at it. Fine. You look at your syllabus and then do that. I will not give you this problem. We'll skip it. Permutations and combinations, I'll skip that. This also I'll skip. Yeah. Permutations, combinations. I don't have to explain you this because you are supposed to look at it and then learn. That's the best thing. Otherwise, you want me to re-look at it anytime, you can tell me this I am not able to follow, this I tried from this book, I am not able to understand. Come with a lot of questions in the next class. We will use it. Much thoroughly we will go into deeper and deeper. I told you I don't mind repeating as many times as you want. Graphical representation. Beautifully you can get pictures, reveals things better. So it will be too good. So you can summarize, you can recognize. All that is possible here. Okay. So this is to recognize, to summarize. That is why the graphical representation. It will tell you, pictures will make things very clear for you. Introduction of data, types of data, graphical techniques to show frequency curve. So you will have frequency 1990, 2000, 2010. So you will say, oh, this much is the population, this much is the population. When you connect it, what you get is histogram. So the word histogram will be very important in statistics. That may not be added here, you can add, because the graphical technique and quantitative, pie chart, bar chart, these are all non-continuous. But pie chart and bar chart will be non-continuous. When you draw a histogram, it's a curve, so that becomes histogram. And you can see where is the peak, where is it flattening, and that description is through derivatives. And how is it scattered? I told you the scatter diagram, the normal to skewness, kurtosis analysis and all is done there. Okay. Quantitative techniques. Some examples are here. We will do problems probably later, not in the first day. Measure of central tendency, I told you already. Median, mode, everything is at same place. The zero skewness, no skew. Skew is there, then it becomes like this. Maybe it's like this, not like this. It cannot have two numbers cannot be there. So it can never be like this. This is not applicable. This is applicable. Okay. So we have a lot of such examples. Skewness, kurtosis measure. That's measure of central tendency, variability, how it moves. The probability, why is it to be learned? What is meant by probability? When you take a lottery ticket, yes or no, generally what is that you think? You are able to get a lottery winning or losing. It's not true, because they must have told 1 lakh lottery tickets, your chance is 1 out of 1 lakh. It is not 1 out of 2. So if you know probability, you know much better. Practical world, practical life. That is what is probability. Most of the statistics is applicable in life problems. And how is it distributed? Hypothesis testing, which already we have explained that. This is what we want to do. Okay. We will get into details later. These are